I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that Super Meat Boy is one of the most successful indie games of all time. For those of you who have never heard of Super Meat Boy, it is an indie game created by Edmund McMillan and Tommy Refenes. The whole synopsis of the game is you are playing as Meat Boy, this square guy without any skin, and you are trying to save Band-Aid Girl from the evil Dr. Fetus. What? It is very bizarre, it is very addicting, and it's even more challenging. Now, as awesome as the game is, I have been told that the music is really good too. So today, let's listen to the music from Super Meat Boy. So as far as I'm aware, all of the music was written by Danny Baranowsky, and I'm really excited to hear what he came up with. So let's start by listening to the most streamed track, The Battle of Lil Slugger, Chapter 1 Boss. Bro, most of the time it's the background stuff that I notice the most. Listen to that little synth arpeggios happening in the background. So on top of this really sick beat going on, you've got this synth in the background just something like that. It's just a big D minor chord. That's super fun. What else is happening there? There was some really cool harmonic stuff happening there. Let me listen again. Wow, okay. So not knowing a whole lot about the game, I love how Danny is really digging into the tritone, which is kind of an evil sounding interval. That's sick. Let's listen again. Dude, that synth is disgusting. Oh, the electric guitar. When the electric guitar comes in, that is just... Listen. Oh, it's so metal, dude. Do you hear that tritone? Yeah. Oh. Say what? Oh. Yo, dude. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite things ever in music is when you've got this drive going on and then everything just cuts. It's so effective. Let's listen to that again. Oh my gosh, that's so freaking sick. Oh my gosh, dude, and then the guitar just takes over. Let's go on. Dude. This is so sick. Dude, what is going on in this score? Oh my gosh. That is the sickest freaking solo, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. What? It's got such a spooky vibe. This whole thing so far, I love how it's really digging into this, the tritone. It's really bringing out the tritone in a lot of... whatever it is. And for those of you who don't know, a tritone, if you go up a perfect fifth, na, na, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If If you go down a half step, da 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 da, or Jaws, da 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 da. That's your tritone. So you end up with this really spooky sound. So let's listen to it again. Listen to the tritone here. Right here. It's so tasteful. Shredding a little bit. Dude, that is unbelievably cool. I love that. I love how you can take such a simple chord progression and it just works. I mean, all they're doing is oh my gosh, that solo is so cool. I'm genuinely curious. I want to do more research on this, and please, if you know, in the comments, because obviously it has Danny Baranowsky on here as the composer. That sounds live to me. I mean, that's awesome. Man, I would love to know who the musicians are on this. That is really freaking cool. Okay, Battle of Little Slugger. Let's go to another one. Heck yeah, dude. So the next most played track, it looks like, on Spotify is called Forest Funk, Chapter 1, Light World. So let's check it out. Whoa. What is happening here? What the heck? What? Huh? What is happening in there? I'm hearing a weird color tone in there. Hold on. What is happening? Do you hear it? Listen, listen. So, in the bass, if I'm not mistaken, just a simple bass line. Yeah, simple bass ostinato. Pretty self-explanatory. But all the stuff on the top is confusing me. We might be dealing with Dorian here. So for those of you who don't know, Dorian is when you take the natural minor of a scale and you sharp sixth. So instead of, you have Dorian mode, which is where that color tone is kind of throwing me off a little bit. It almost sounds like they've got a kind of detuning effect going on there, which makes it even more jarring when you're hearing that. Listen to it again. Right here. Yeah! I think this is Dorian. Again. Oh my gosh, dude. Dude, that synth sound is disgusting. Danny, you are so good at synth design, my guy. Oh, it's so gritty. I love it. Got kind of that, whatever it is. Oh my gosh, dude. Dude, oh my gosh, dude. I can't stop raving about the synth design of this thing. It is so cool. So, first of all, the biggest thing that's jumping out to me, there is so much texture in this music, and it adds so much. It's like something that you wouldn't really notice unless it was taken away. What I'm talking about is, so there's this little textural thing going on. It almost sounds like a piano, but it's a little softer. When the synth comes in for the solo, there's like this little Right, I'm really only hearing it in my right ear. As a side note, I highly recommend listening to music with headphones or studio monitors. You get a much better sense of the actual mix going on. So going back into the music, I'm hearing this little in the right ear. Something like that. Listen again to right when the synth pops in again. Right here. It's so in the background, but it just fills in the space so nicely. It's something like... something like that. Ooh. Did you guys hear that walk up? So there's a moment through here that caught my attention. We started this whole thing in kind of this G Dorian feel, but then we transitioned into almost a B flat major feel. The way we get out of it, it's a very similar way to how I like to write bass lines. I'm a very chromatic bass line writer. Having a chromatic bass line, it's not required, but it is a very easy way to make everything feel very smooth. Because you've got all this stepwise motion going on in the low end that your brain kind of is able to track with. So we end up in B flat major after chilling in G Dorian for a while, right here. And listen to this walk up. Just a cool little walk up. And then the bass takes over with pretty basic, kind of just a B flat minor feel. But then, do you hear that you hear how that stepwise chromatic walk up just brings us really effortlessly back to our home key, which was that G Dorian feel. So, just a really easy way to get around. Just be chromatic with your writing. So listen to the bass line. Back in G Dorian now. Just like the intro. Yeah, man. Dude, that is such a cool score. On top of the fantastic synth design that's going on here, you've got all these really cool textures going between the ears as well. Please listen to this with headphones. It is really cool. I can see why I was told to check this out, because this is remarkably good music. I especially love indie games. There's just so much passion in small projects. I know it's always so tempting to play all the AAA releases, God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, Last of Us, all that stuff. They're great games, but there is just so much charm, so much wit in indie games. There's just something really, really special. There's a ton of fantastic indie games out there, so please go check out some indie games and listen to the music as well. This has been so much fun. I love finding new music. If there is any music that you want me to listen to next and kind of dig into a little bit more, please put it in the comments. And if you'd like to stay up to date with all of my latest video releases, please hit the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I feel like I need to go download this game right now. I mean, my gosh. That's just too good, man. That's just too good.